Hey yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Louis Cypher. It's hard to talk about something in YouTube that isn't kind of dire right now, and with all this virus talk going on, I think I want to talk about something more jovial, more lighthearted. Let's talk about incels, right? Okay, look, I think that a lot of people have been lying to the incel community, involuntary celibate community, about the nature of the rules of attraction, and I think it's time we just let go of all the shrouds and all the pleasantries. Let's just put it all out there. There are certain psychological and sociological ramifications to being born with a phallic appendage that cannot be wished away with cries towards egalitarianism or feminism or whatever have you. Progressive politics is not going to save you from your loneliness, bruh. In fact, there's going to make the matter worse because ultimately I think women are going to luxuriate in their gender identity. They're going to continue to perform their gender even if it means being single and alone. And I think you need to prepare yourself to do just the same, because when it's all said and done, we are moving into a post-interdependent society, and men's vulnerability towards female affection is what's holding you back. And that's the MGTOW perspective. What about, okay, what about if you want to make the situation better? What about if you want to be someone who's in a committed relationship who, fine, I'm not gonna clout that, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to do what a lot of people won't do. I'm going to tell you the fucking rules that you're playing by, all right? Let's get something straight. When you hear a woman say that they want a man with confidence, you have to define the term confidence. Confidence is the ability to know what you have and how it attracts other people. If you are tall, you are tall. If you are ruggedly handsome, you're handsome. If you are financially wealthy, you're confidence is knowing what you have and how other people wants it. It's just that simple. If you don't have confidence, you're in luck. If you're short and stubby and unattractive, you're in luck. There's this thing called game. Game is a ghetto attitude manipulating environments. That's acronistically speaking. Ultimately, game is the ability to use the lies you have to make up for the shit you need. That's what you learn when you are a pickup artist. You learn game. If you don't have confidence, or if you don't have a body that connotes violent conflict resolution skills, well, you could probably fake the white knight in shining armor defense. If you don't have assets, if you don't have tangible physical financial assets, you could borrow them from other people. That's what game is. Black people probably came up with game. Anyway, all right, now, saying you don't want to use confidence because you don't have any, and you don't want to use game because you don't want to live a lie. You don't want to have sex with someone from someone else's apartment. You don't want to have sex with someone riding in someone else's car. Well, you're in luck. There's something called MOJO. I think I came up with this term. MOJO is when you attract people using your natural effervescent personality. When you're such a positive, jovial, happy someone that, women kind of find you, irresistible to be around. They think you're cute, you're charming and stuff like that. You're short, but you know who you are. You're not lying to anyone. Women will fuck you for your mojo. But the problem with mojo is that you have to be healthy and assertive to own it, right? Are you healthy, assertive, confident? Who knows? There's something else about this whole situation that you need to take into consideration if you want to accept the incel life. That women need to be accounted for. Women need to have their needs met. And what do they want? Well, they want everything that you're projecting. They want everything that you're projecting. If you are confident in your sexual prowess, they want to pass that on to their progeny. If you are tall, muscular, handsome, and square-jawed, they want to pass that on to their progeny. If you know what you're doing, they want to be with you because I don't know how to say this tactfully, but dry pussies hurt. It is your job to make their vagina wet mentally so that you could slide in them and pleasure them. That's the game. No one wants to have dry sex. It is the worst. I mean, if you're not attractive enough to have dry sex, you need to develop the gift of gab to get the pussy moist ahead of time. That's been the secret all the time. You have to fuck on your mojo. And whatever you display is what they feel they're going to pass on to their kids. If you're confident and tall and attractive and handsome, my kids are going to be confident, tall, and attractive and handsome. If you're hardworking and intelligent and have the math skill and social capital to get jobs, they're going to pass that on to. But if you are depressed, alone, ashamed of who you are, you're asking women to pass on your depression onto their kids. And I can't imagine anything being more selfish or more foolish than to have women cripple their own children with your fucking depression. If you want to attract women, be attractive. That's the secret. You could use game, you could use your natural confidence, but what you can't do is use a call towards sympathy, a call towards your loneliness. Women are not going to give up their gender identity. They're not going to stop performing their gender just because you're depressed about your status in life. You have to get their pussies moist. And that's the dirty secret of it. Stop believing anyone who tells you that women don't have values. When you know their values, you could start manipulating their values. You could make them fall in love with you because ultimately, a wise philosopher once said, love is the ultimate expression of a life well lived. You have to live your life right before you attract a companion. I know what a lot of you are dealing with. You guys are saying, why do I have to work so hard to have a life partner? Why is it so hard to get a companion? I mean, why can't I sleep with a woman? Not just have sex with them. Why can't I lay in the same bed with them? Well, my dude, beds cost money. Apartments cost money. Food in the refrigerator costs money. You have to make yourself attractive to other people before they're attracted to you. You have to be able to fill a refrigerator, buy a bed, own an apartment before the lovemaking starts. And I really feel sorry for the men who've never made love to a woman before, because it is fucking awesome. I mean, have you ever had IKEA sex? Like you go into a woman's apartment and you build something with IKEA with her and you yell at her and she yells at you and you style and profile when it's all done and then she has sex with you and it's good sex, it's lovemaking. Have you ever had that? No. You have to try. You have to taste, you have to be at the top of the mountain before you give up. And that's what I want to tell all incels. Forget the Disney fantasies. Women love luxuriating in their gender identity. You need to make peace with your gender identity. You are a male. It is your job to offer up the initial public offering of companionship. It is your job to shut your mouth and ask for help last. It is your job to be strong and to inspire. If you don't like that social contract, be a MGTOW. Go isolationist, be a monk. But you don't get to complain about it. You don't. I mean, if God wanted men to wallow around in a state of perpetual helplessness, he wouldn't have invented suicide. Sorry I said that, but that's just the way it is. Confidence, game, or mojo. What you actually have, what you could lie about having, or who you are. Find a woman who will love that. They don't want your depression. They don't want your self-hate. They don't want to rescue you. No one wants to rescue you at all. You have to let that go. You have to stop being greedy for sympathy. And at the same time, there's still some joy in this world. With that said, I take my leave of you. The next video I make, I want to talk to you about what makes a Gen X incel more prosperous than a millennial or a Gen Z incel. You know, because it's really depressing. I mean, there's a reason why incels are a millennial phenomenon, not a 1990s phenomenon. But I'll tell you that later. Just remember, confidence, game, and mojo. Those are your 3 pathways to female companionship. Not pussy, companionship. And I hope that you take those to heart. Peace.